Hello and welcome to Wyckoff Training Academy. This is a new course which I've introduced like 2 months back, but this is like in April I'm starting the recording of it. And this course is basically apart from my Wyckoff related courses. This is a somewhat new course wherein I would be clubbing or I'll be merging two different methodologies, that is WD Gann and Wyckoff uh, School of Thoughts. So to begin with, this is a market mastery program wherein I'll be discussing about and I'll be training a student around WD Gann, geometry, uh, price and time reversals, Wyckoff market structure, Wyckoff. I've developed certain indicators based on Wyckoff demand and supply assessment tools, which you can use and you can plan your trades accordingly. Professional tape reading, and we would be diving into this tape reading is more towards Wyckoff as well as it has certain portion of WD GAN also. So this is the premise wherein on which uh, we would be getting the videos of this particular course. So most of the traders look at the chart, professional traders read the market. So what is the difference between these two sentences? The difference is like traders look at the chart to find their entries, where to place their stop loss, where to get out of the trade, that is, where to book profits. But professional traders, they read the market based on and with a view, with an objective of looking out for a profitable trading opportunity. So once they understand that there is a profitable trading opportunity coming up either in upward direction or downward direction, they plan their entries, their stop loss, and they take profit accordingly. So if you want to migrate from mere a chart looking kind of a trader into a professional who reads the market as it unfolds itself for getting a consistent earnings, a consistent career opportunity out of this trading business. So this course is for those people. So now the profile of the trainer. My name is Quadri S. Sayyed M. I am an expert in Wyckoff methodology. I've developed and I've studied Wyckoff since like 18 plus years. I have 18 plus years of experience in financial market. I am a trader first of all, then trainer, and now I've added a new feather into my hat, that is of programming. So I uh, learned trading from various international traders, including the late David Weiss. So I have incorporated and I have adapted and I have improvised many things, and then which are related to Wyckoff and uh, WD GAN, and try to make it as simpler, as reachable, as understandable for a normal novice trader so that he can understand the market and he can read the market in a professional manner. My academic background, I am BSc Computer Science graduate. I did Master in Level Studies, then I did MBA in Marketing and HR. And this is what the trainer profile and what we have to offer you till now. So now dive into what other things which we have in this particular presentation. So this is a very important slide. I want every one of you to please pay close attention toward this one. Who can or who can join the course? So the intention keeping this particular heading is like you should see whether you are facing any or you fall into or you're struggling with or any of this following points if you come under these things or if you're going through this kind of problems or not problems but you're struggling with this thing. Everyone is a excellent trader till the time he or she doesn't understand or come up to a point wherein he or she wants to upgrade himself because market is dynamic, it is not static, it is ever evolving. Every day we learn new things. So first point, if you're struggling with making consistent profit, then you can join this course. If you're struggling with a trading psychology, what is like this is not a simple thing. Trading psychology. Trading psychology refers to many. It has many aspects and it is affected by many different things. Like for example, the amount of fund you have at your disposal that affects your trading psychology. The way of your trading, like the way you plan, like either you are like intraday kind of a trader, or you are a swing kind of a trader, or a short term or a long term, and vice versa. And apart from this, your if you get for example 5 consecutive losses in a streak, then what kind of effect will it mount on your psychology? That is also one point. And after that, you can say, uh, do you have a constructive, time-tested, proven, or quantified, or you can say a fully analyzed trading strategy? Trading strategy, by that I didn't mean any robot or any automatic kind of a thing. I mean a simplified way of doing your trading, that is buying and selling at any given point. So the this list is very big, but I felt to mention few points which I find to be more important, because if you don't have any consistent consistent improvised and uh, we can say uh, a data driven or data tested driven strategy or a technique or a methodology or an approach, you'll find this will impact your trading psychology to a greater extent. And to add to it, if you know all these things, then if you are if you know how to manage your trades or manage your money, this will make or break your trading psychology. So having said that, you will learn all these things in due course of this course, and as time passes and in near future I'll be taking based on the request. If I find uh, my students they want trading psychology lectures, then I'll definitely go for trading psychology, because there are many aspects which are to be taken into consideration for building a trading psychology. Fear of losing and FIFO, that kind of nerve-wrenching things that happens normally with a trader, that affects the trading psychology. And third point, if you're struggling with Gann astrological turning points, that means astrological and other square of nine and other things. So if you're struggling with this thing, this course is for you. If you're struggling with forecasting price turns or reversal in terms of price and time. This corresponds to astrological, somewhat, somewhat geometrical, somewhat statistical, somewhat mathematical portion or teachings of WT Gann. Though the original teachings of WT Gann are are very outreach for normal traders because many people have come up with many different understanding and aspects of WT Gann. So in this particular course, I am going to simplify it in such a manner that a 12-year child can understand these things, and within a week, within a week or two, or at max within a month, he can apply these things on chart. So this is in layman's language and very simplified, very rule based, very practical in nature. So after that, many people use Gann fan and they like stumble upon angle analysis. So I have a unique technique which I have developed particularly to uh, angle analysis, angle analysis. Though I'm not a great fan of a WD Gann fan, and but I have developed my own unique technique of angle analysis, wherein uh, 90% of the time I'm by the grace of Almighty Allah, 90% of the time I'm able to understand and able to read the market in a proper way so that I can decide whether the trade has to be initiated or I have to wait for the opportunity to come. If you're struggling with scaling, chart scaling is something which is very relevant to WT GAN because like unlike in our school days we used to use graph papers wherein there was checkbox or you can say squares, and this is called as chart scaling. So there was a particular scale, and based on that particular scale we used to define our angles and define our fans and other things. Not fans but the angles and other things which we used to do in the school days. So how to I have a fully dedicated indicator coded specially for scaling the chart as per the what you can say trading view so that you will get an appropriate and exact idea what chart scale has to be applied so that your GAN analysis, particularly to GAN pan and angle analysis, because these two things only work when you have a proper chart scaling mechanism. If you don't have a proper chart scale, then this will not yield you any desired results, which one is expecting. That is at least a fair and accurate idea of the market. And if you're struggling with Richard D. Wyckoff work is very vast, though I am expert in his methodology. So I'll try my level best to minimize it by way of and introducing and by way of using indicators which I have quoted based on around the principle of Richard D. Wyckoff. So last point, those who want to build a career in trading can join this course. So these were the few points. If anyone any point resonates with you, and if you find yourself struggling or looking out for this kind of opportunity, then you can join this course. This is the first and the last opportunity you would be getting for joining the course. So now, let me change the color of the pen. What is my trade? This trading framework: Gann market geometry, price time relationship, Gann and Wyckoff market structure, accumulation and distribution, WD Gann Wyckoff tape reading, wave strength, momentum, and in the last, or you can say last but not least, the real meat and potato for of this entire course is my new technique for buy and sell along with the buy sell signal. I'll teach you two, three techniques. One is like the other techniques apart from the first one, which would be a very unique and a manual way of doing trading, initiating trades and placing the stop loss and trailing your stop loss accordingly. And rest of the techniques would be driven by or would be catered by or would be dependent upon the tools which I have made that are which you can call them as indicators. So now we'll dive into get into another slide. Now this is an FCPO market before chart scaling. Now here you can see the importance and significance of chart scaling, how it affects. This is related to Gann geometry, price and time relationship, a 5 minute chart, FCPO. This is a Malaysian instrument for palm crude oil. Like you all know, if you are a Gann trader, WD Gann trader, you know how to trade with or how to apply this thing. Even if you don't know how to apply Gann fan, you will come to know in this particular course. Now, this was before the applying application of chart scale or scale setting, chart scale setting, and now it is after chart scale setting. Now you see the difference. What difference you have to monitor is look at the levels, how it gets respected every time price comes around this particular levels. It acted as a resistance. It was a mitigation point. Then it has broken out of this one, came back, tested this level, and then went back. And if I move, if we go back to the before applying the chart scale setting, it was like this. And when we applied it, it looked like this. Now, again, price and time relationship, especially in terms of forecasting. This is my unique angle and price time forecasting. You can see these are the purple lines or magneta or fuchsia color lines or pink lines, whatever you want to call them. I have marked it on 5 minute time frame. Every time price goes around it or price comes around it, this levels where or this particular forecasting vertical lines because when we are talking in terms of time and price relation, times plays the upper hand. So in this particular on this particular time like that, this is somewhat give or take 8:30 a.m. So what price was expected to do at this particular point? So how to read this thing once we uh, do a forecasting what price movement is expected at this particular point. There would be three to four outcomes which we would be looking out for, and anything which unfolds in that on the parameter of or as per our expectation, then we will initiate the trade accordingly. And in the same manner, one second, this is WTI crude oil again with my unique angle technique, which is very simple. It is very simple. Any like I said in the I said earlier, a 12-year child, uh, if he attains the course and he'll within a span of a month, he will be in a position to apply it. It is as simple as that. Because my objective of this particular course is to simplify GAN to its lowest level so that people can able to understand and people can practically apply it. Look at the market reaction whenever price approach this particular level. Like for example, over here, I normally call them as price turning points or trend turning points. Now this is XA USD gold spot on 5 minute time frame. This equally works on any time frame. The higher time frame you would go for price time relationship or for price time forecasting. It could be better. You can drop down to a lower time frame for initiating a trades based on identifying the levels. Look at this particular point. I want you to understand what you are going to get out of this course so that before joining, because this is my last course and this is the last time I'm teaching because I'm already into teaching like since 3 4 years. I'm into coding and everything, so that affects the traders trading uh, spectrum. So I want this is what the best and the last I would be offering for the students, and I want people who are really wanting to make the career out of trading because this is the final approach, and at the end of the day you would be profitable, that's for sure. This is a bold statement, but it is true because I'm into this market since 18 years and I know how things works. So this is a market structure example, version 1100. These are the indicators which gives you green, red, small boxes, sometime big boxes. This is an FCPO. So again, XAUSD gold spot. It works on any instrument, any forex pair, any time frame. The higher you go, the better. The lower you go, it doesn't matter because many times there are limitations from the tools. Even I have certain tools which have limitation. You cannot go below certain threshold of time frame. But this particular tool that is of version 1100, you can apply it on any damn good market on any damn good time frame. Gold spot. This is Bitcoin on 5 minute. Though people like and tend to trade on in Bitcoin on 15 minutes, 1 hour. Now, till now, you might be having a, or some of you people who are observing this or who's viewing this video might be having a question in their head that why always using 5 minute time frame. Because the cruel reality of the market is it is very easy to trade higher time frame. Anybody, because the odds are in your favor on higher time frame. Though you can incur huge losses on a higher time frame, but the odds are in your favor. The real test of a trader comes in like a comes to a test when it drops down below 15 minutes or even below 5 minutes. So these tools which I've developed, even this can be used below 5 minute time frame. This is WTI spot, that is crude oil. And this is the 1200 Pro version 4 indicator. This is the tape reading toolkit. Again, on FCPO, crude oil. This gives you shows you wave strength and momentum. So this signal plots Qadri WTA sell, Qadri WTA buy. So I'll dive into each in the future sessions. Every indicator would be explained in detail with how to use, what is the purpose, and how to make most out of it. So now here we come to the end of our session. So this is what you will get in this course overall: live market chart analysis, course highlights and enrollment details, structured trading framework, my proprietary WTA, Quadri WTA proprietary trading indicators. You would be getting all in all six indicators in this particular course. Initially, I planned for three, but later on, I added three more. High probability trade setup identification. As I mentioned earlier, there would be one manual trade setup both for buy and both selling, and after that, remaining would be based on indicators. One-on-one mentoring and learning support. Even I'm planning for one-on-one mentoring uh, for special students who are willing and who want to go beyond certain level of or who want to gain more expertise in trading, but they should have a strong commitment towards trading. So they can approach me apart from this course. Course duration is give or take 1 hour. It would be 1 hour plus. This is a recorded course and it would be issued. The course fee is USD 2,999. I'll come back to why it is 2,999. As usual, limited seats. I don't want 100, 250, 20 students. I'm not running after students. Those who want and those who are willing to spend money, spend their time, and want to make a career out of trading, they are welcome. Rest of the people, you can plan for the best and best of luck from my side. And how to join the course? You can contact me through WhatsApp or Telegram. This is my WhatsApp number. Then this is my Telegram ID, and I accept. Once you contact, if you want to enroll, then you have to fill a Google form, make payment through PayPal because I only accept payment through PayPal. Uh, they are my authorized payment gateways, and once you can confirm the payment, you will get the videos on daily basis. They would be released. So now, I before we close the session, uh, when we were discussing course fee, I told you the reason I kept this one is I want people who value the quality, who value the quality work, and who are serious in making trading their business and want to build a career out of trading. So that's the reason I kept this fees because my fees is not negotiable. What you are going to get out from here is something which is very unique and which will not be you will not get things these things in local market with local people. I know there are many good traders, but you will not get a trader who can make you a good trader. So if you want to become a good trader, then you can come to me and that's it. So now I'll end this session. If you find this thing suitable and resonating for you, you can join. I'm starting from tomorrow. So from tomorrow onwards, I'll be releasing the videos through my YouTube private link, and it would be available. And videos would be of like 10 to 30 minutes videos, sometime a bit longer. That's the reason I said earlier 1 hour plus because once I start explaining things, I don't want any stone unturned. I want to go in detail and explain everything so that once you watch the video, though I'll try my level best to keep it within 15 minutes so that you go along with the flow. So thanks a lot for watching and have a very nice day or evening. And your again, thank you for watching this video.